Hey guys, welcome to Genevieve's Playhouse. Today we've got a toy figure set of the upcoming movie Zootopia from Disney. These toys are only available from the Disney store, but if you don't have a Disney store available to you, you can go on their website and order it, which is what I did. Although if you order it online, you kind of run the risk of what happened here on mine is that by the time it got to me, some of the figures were jostled out of their little molds. So I had to go in here and fix them back. But other than that, ordering online is not too bad. It's got 10 different figures. The set runs about $20, although if you order it online, it's an extra few bucks in shipping, but it's not too bad for 10 figures. So let's take a look at these. Unfortunately, it doesn't have names of the characters on the box, which I really wish they would do, because all I know about the movie right now is what I've seen in the previews. And the previews make it look pretty hilarious, but it doesn't really tell you all of the character names. So luckily we have the internet and I looked them up. So I've already got the bottom flap open, which is probably the best way to open it because you won't tear up the nice display case that it comes in, and also you won't cut yourself in the sharp plastic. Now I can just lift the box up and they'll stay in their mold, hopefully. There we go. Here's a closer look at these guys. You can see already that they're really detailed figures. They run from about an inch tall to maybe about 5 inches tall. This one here, this is Judy Hopps. She is the main character of the movie. She is the first rabbit on the police force. I guess because she's so small and non-threatening that they don't think a rabbit would make a good police officer. Okay, let's put her on the side here. And they have another Judy Hopps here. This is a kid version of her, and you can see that she's got a badge. So even as a kid, she was an aspiring police officer. This is the smallest of the figures. You can see about an inch, inch and a half tall. There's Judy. And I guess you all know from the previews that the other main character is the fox here. Some of these have metal wires that need to be cut. And this is Nick Wilde. He's played by Jason Bateman in the movie. He is a con artist, but through some series of events, he gets tied up with Judy and they have to solve a case together. Again, that's what I'm piecing together from the previews that I've seen. You can see that he's got kind of a mischievous look on. His hands are up in the air like I didn't do it, when it's clear that he probably did. His first appearance was actually in Big Hero 6. They had a billboard in the movie that had Nick Wilde on it, and also one of the characters' cell phones had a picture of him on it. So they were planning this movie even back then. All right, in the back here, we've got Mayor Lionheart. He's the biggest figure here. It's the mayor of Zootopia. They say that he was inspired by Mufasa from The Lion King. That's who they modeled him after, both in appearance and demeanor. He's very heavy. He's probably about 5 or 6 ounces. Very solid. Okay. Move them over so I can spread them out a bit. There's the Judys. here is what appears to be an elephant, but you can see it's much smaller than you would think an elephant would be. It's actually the fennec fox from the movie dressed up in an elephant costume. So I'm not sure what leads the fennec fox to need to put on an elephant costume and hold a gigantic lollipop and have a heart on his chest here that he's got. But I'm curious as anyone to see when the movie comes out. Here we have the sheep, Miss Bellwether. She is Mayor Lionheart's secretary. She looks kind of bookish with her kind of toned down skirt dress here and thick glasses. Alright, in the back here, we got this big boy. This is Clawhauser. He is a cheetah, a very rotund cheetah, a little overweight. He's got a donut in his hand, and you can see he's got sprinkles all over him, so he enjoys his donuts more than your average cop. And one little Easter egg I found out about him is that if you look here, he's got 3 little spots that form a Mickey face. So he's kind of like got a Mickey Mouse birthmark. Supposedly, he likes food and the pop star Gazelle from the movie. I don't know much about Gazelle other than she's a pop star. And unfortunately, they don't have a figure of her here. Okay, this is Yax. Can see that he has no clothes, unlike in the other characters, so he is officially an animal nudist. He's also kind of like a hippie, enlightened guru type character. He's played by Tommy Chong, I think, and if you know who that is, you kind of know maybe what to expect from this character. You can see his dreadlocks here cover up his face. I don't even know how he could see. Maybe he doesn't see. Maybe that's what makes him enlightened. Alright, we got 2 more figures. This one here is probably one of my favorite ones so far because of the previews. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the sloth in the DMV. This is Flash, which is of course an ironic name because he is a sloth. But allegedly, this is the fastest sloth in all of the DMV, and I've seen him work, and it's not very fast. But if anyone's been to the DMV, they know that doing anything there will take all day, so it's pretty appropriate to have a sloth working there. And our last character is apparently an Arctic shrew. I had to look up what kind of animal this is because it looked just kind of like a bizarre looking mouse to me. Here he is in his chair. This is Mr. Big. He's the crime boss or a mafia type character. He's modeled after, he's kind of a cross between Vito Corleone from The Godfather and Tony Montana from Scarface, except in pint-sized version of him. You can see all the details, especially in the chair here. So it's got some gilt leaf work in there. You can see the little brass studs on the cushion. He's got You can see on this armrest there is like a little carved mouse head. All these figures are really well detailed. That's one thing that you can expect to get from Disney figures. They don't skimp on the quality of their coloring and detail, which I really like. And the price really isn't that bad. I mean, it's 10 figures for about $20. That's $2 a toy. That's not too bad. Okay, here's a closer look at everybody that we got. I'm pretty happy with these figures. The only thing I was a little disappointed in was that some of the figures were a little jumbled up, but that was because I ordered them online rather than pick them up in store. And it was an easy fix anyway. The box was easy to get into without really damaging the display. So that's pretty cool, and I'm really looking forward to the movie. I hope it's as funny as the previews would suggest that it is. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you like these toys. I'll be looking for more Zootopia stuff as I find it. Alright, bye guys.